when we say Aham Brahmasmi, we're not just going to speak it. We're really, really going to work with very deep awareness today to align our thoughts, our words, and our actions. We're not just going to let these be thoughts or just words with no weight. We are going to carry them with great responsibility. Just as you're carrying your own child. How would you carry a tiny infant? So pure, so beautiful, so raw, so innocent, who's just entered this world to brighten your world, to make you aware of your magnanimity, your divinity, that you can create this wonder. So that is how we are going to carry the awareness today, holding it very close to ourselves, lovingly, gently, and very, very carefully. This body, 80% water, the earth, 80% water. With the movement of the moon, the tides are affected. And the entire atmospheric change happens. So how is our atmospheric change happening as our tides change? And what are our tides? It is our awareness, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions. Every time a wave comes to the shore pushes it back to be, again, part of the bigger ocean. You're not supposed to dissolve here. Go back and become bigger. Travel eye to eye. So every moon meditation that we do, these are like waves. We are coming to our shore, but we are thrown back into that larger ocean, that enormous ocean, to realize that's who we are. The wave is visible at the shore. You can see its curves. You can feel its force. But can you really identify that within? You can't. And that is what we're going to sit here with today. To lose the small I identity and merge with a bigger I. But as we do this, we are going to connect with the water within and with the water of the oceans. So now you all have some water. There's a glass of water or bottle of water. So hold it. There was a Japanese experiment that was done. So there were a bunch of Japanese scientists who held water and started abusing it, saying very, very toxic, negative things. And then when they put it under the microscope, they saw all the hydrogen, oxygen molecules in absolute random pattern. There was no pattern. It was just haphazard. The same water was taken and they started blessing it. They started saying encouraging, empowering, motivating, inspiring things. And all the hydrogen and oxygen molecules, they just came together, forming a beautiful formation. That's how powerful our thoughts and words are. And it's not just this water that we are holding. Now imagine the water within us, the thoughts that we hold, the toxic thoughts we hold, the fears, the anxiety, the doubts, pain, suffering, grudges, guilt, rejections, betrayals. It's all depleting us every moment without us knowing it. Irrespective of how many mantras we chant, how much good we do in the world outwardly. But this body and this mind, potent with all divinity, is getting poisoned. if we are not aware. It is not just for this moment, for this meditation. We are going to bless those jugs and jars and bottles at home and be very careful about the words spoken around, because water is consumed as it is. As it is. So today, we're going to hold a little water here to tangibly experience it, because we can't experience the water within us. Only when we are dehydrated, then we are reminded to have water. Only when there is water retention, we want to address it. But the general flow, we take for granted. When everything is working in flow, we don't pay attention. So the body has to create attention. The mind has to create attention for us to attend to it. It has to create situations for that. So take a gentle sip of water for all the love it holds and all the qualities it holds, and continuously flowing in and out of our bodies. When you take a sip, feel, experience how the water feels on the tongue. When it travels in, how it feels. Can you feel it going in? So take one more sip with a lot more awareness this time. Let the water trickle down and feel every blessing anyone has ever blessed you with going in with that. You may keep your cups down. Can we have every drop this mindfully? We may not spend so much time every time, but this is only for us to know what it is to feel and experience our blessings. Why the hurry? Ultimately, we are all going to die. So what are we hurried towards? Taking in water, taking in food, people, relationships, money, home. These are all physical, tangible things that we are meant to enjoy. That's why we are born in flesh and blood. But are we doing it with that awareness, that divinity? That is what we are really tuning into today. Where is my center? Where is my magic? Where are the miracles waiting to be manifested through me? The more centered we are in our space, in our being, the more magic will be unveiled, the more miracles unfolded. Spirituality is not having an ascetic life. Spirituality is not leaving everything and going to the Himalayas. Spirituality is being very, very conscious of the body, mind, and soul. So the more we're tuned to our bodies, the more we'll take care of it, warding off all diseases and sickness and illness. But for that awareness, we need to be in touch with our spiritual self to even be able to take care, to know how precious this body is, to take care of our mind and not crowd it up with unnecessary, unrequired thoughts. So today, we're going to channel one more thing. Just like we did this water experiment for the body, we are interweaving, exploring the mind now. Let us keep a pen and a paper with us. And every conversation, whether on the phone, with ourselves, with another, let's write down the last 2 sentences were extra. The last 5 words were not important. I had already conveyed my point, but I explained it 3 times again. Time spent, energy spent, effort spent, all extra, waste. So we're going to really, really, really explore the crevices of our mind. Why do we need to emphasize? Why do we think the other person's not listening? Or why are we not saying it with all our power for the other person to exactly understand what we are saying. Why the extra words? Why the extra time? We're going to keep that pen and paper and explore our mind. What makes us repetitive? What makes us exhaust more time? Why are our words ineffective? And where are they stemming from? So something is missing here at the back end for the words to not channel with all their force. And when we are able to experience fully in the body and explore fully and track our mind, the expansion of the soul is automatic. Expand and expand holistically. Be rich, wealthy, healthy, fruitful, productive, beautiful, effective, magical. So if we feel at any point in our life, in different areas of our life, I'm doing this, but the reward is not coming, or it's seeming different. Why so much pain? Why so much suffering? Why am I put through this? Let us really, really tuck ourselves in and become a student. What can I do with this suffering? What can I do with this challenge? What can I do with this pain? How can I excel? What has it come to teach me? How can I be a better me? A better student, a better child, a better mother, a better wife, a better husband, a better employer, a better employee. So tap into that energy instead of sitting and questioning it. It's there. The class is on. We can either continuously feel bad about it, bunk our class, or get on with our work and start putting in the energy and effort in the correct direction. We sit with our problems and discuss it with more people. This is what I'm going through. This is what's not happening right. Or I start working. How do I become better to do this? So I can invest the same time, effort, energy to up my skill or to cry, to repent, to be dull, or to be encouraged and enriched. And the universe trusts us so much. How much more do we want the universe to work for us? All its planets are working only for us. All its stars, its galaxies, everything is only working so we can experience things in a fuller way. Use this body. Optimize its productivity. Use our mind. Channel its awareness and expand our consciousness. Everybody's at work. It's like being the bride or groom, that there are event managers working and caterers working and flower decorators working and the panditji working and the drivers going with cards, everybody's working. So you can be the big heroine or big hero of that moment. And guess what? This is not one little 1 hour or 1 day or 1 week wedding celebration. This is how God is preparing us, for us to adorn the finest jewels, finest thoughts, look our best, eat our best, have all our loved ones at that celebration. That's what we do. We want to make this big invitation such an important thing. My promotion, my 50th anniversary, my wedding, my child being born. I want to call everybody the best mithai, the best khana. And that is what the universe is doing. For an everlasting marriage and union with the divine.